Good morning, children, and welcome to my new class. So, today we are going to start with the very first chapter from our Bravia book. Now, see here, this is how your book looks like. Bravia, Fundamental Grammar and Composition. This is book 7. Now, along with this, there is a workbook from which you will be doing your exercises. Now, let us move on. See here. Looks like this. This is the very first page. And we will be starting with the very first chapter, that is the sentence. Now, what is a sentence? You have been doing this since you came to your school and you started learning English. The sentence, right? A combination of words which gives a complete meaning is called a sentence. Now, there are various types of sentences depending on their structure and function. We already know this. Now, for example, if I say the teacher is showing a documentary to the children, bring me a glass of water, please. How fantastic the movie was. When did the last train leave the station? Now, see here, the 4 or 5 sentences that we have done are all different. Somewhere there is a question mark in the end, somewhere there is an exclamatory mark, there's a full stop. So, they are used for different situations. Now, let us talk about kinds of sentences. Now, here, let us see what are the different kinds of sentences. We can broadly categorize them into the following 4 kinds. The very first one is the statements or assertive sentences. Then questions or interrogative sentences. Then we have commands or imperative sentences. And then we have exclamations or exclamatory sentences. What you have to remember is a sentence will always begin with a capital letter. The words in a sentence must be in their correct order. It means that it should make complete sense. And a sentence ends with a full stop, a mark of interrogation, or an exclamation mark. Right? I hope this is clear to you all. Now, let us first talk about declarative sentence. What is a declarative sentence? Let us see. A sentence which declares or asserts something, it means it tells us something, is called a declarative or a sentence or a statement. Now, they are also called assertive sentences. A declarative sentence ends with a full stop mark. Now, if I say my father bought a new car, this is just a statement. I'm telling you something. So, this is a declarative sentence. I'm declaring that my father has bought a new car. Karishma will not participate in the declamation contest. So, this is just a statement. I hope this is clear to you. Moving on, we have interrogative sentence. Sentences that have questions are called interrogative sentences. Now, they are also called question sentences. And what do they end with? They always end with a question mark. Now, does your brother live in Dubai? Have you paid the school fee? Now, here what is common is the question mark that is there. And these also tell us about the sense that it is a question. Okay. Next, we have imperative sentences. A sentence which expresses a request, order, or an advice is known as an imperative sentence. Now, such are also known as commands. All imperative sentences generally end with a full stop, but it can also end with a sign of exclamation too, if it would depend on the situation. Now, look at this sentence. Look at this one. Please bring me a glass of water. Don't pluck flowers. Always obey the traffic rules. Don't talk in a silly manner. Go to the post office at once. So, this is an order. Next, we have exclamatory sentences. Now, what are exclamations? Now, what are exclamations? Look here. Exclamations are those sentences which express some strong or sudden feelings. They are also called exclamatory sentences. All exclamatory sentences end with an exclamation mark. How sad she was. Next. How strong the man is. What a delicious food. So these are all examples of exclamatory sentences. Now moving on, we have exercise 1.1. State whether these sentences are assertive, interrogative, imperative or exclamatory. Now exercise 1.1 will be done by you. This is a homework for you. Very easy. You simply have to identify the type of sentence. And in exercise 1.2, you have to rearrange the words to form meaningful sentences. So here these are jumbled words and you have to form meaningful sentences out of this. Okay. 1.3. You have to rewrite the sentences as exclamatory sentences. Now look at the first one. She made a beautiful picture. What a beautiful picture she made, and an exclamatory sign. So this is how you have to do 1.3, where you have to change them to exclamatory sentence. Moving on to exercise 1.4. Now in exercise 1.4, rewrite the following statements as questions. Now you have to write them as questions. She was wearing a blue frock. Now this you can change to an interrogative sentence. How can you change it? What was she wearing? Question mark. So, and you can make it in a form of interrogative form using any sense. Like if you say, what was she wearing? A question mark. Which color frock was she wearing? Question mark. This is also correct. He can fly an aeroplane. What can he fly? Question mark. Okay. Always remember that when we have asked you to write it as questions, make sure you write them as questions and not yes no type questions. Don't change them to yes no type questions. Like look at the second one. He can fly an aeroplane. Some children may write this, can he fly an aeroplane? It would be a yes no question. Right? Right. Next. Coming on to exercise 1.5. Write a reaction to the sentences using what, a, or how. Okay. Now here. Padma found some money while she was tidying her room. Okay. Now here what you have to do is you have to write a reaction. What kind of a reaction can you write here? Like what are the different kind of reactions you have? Like Padma found some money while she was tidying her room. So what kind of a reaction would it be? Exciting, lucky. So how lucky Padma was to find some money while tidying her room. So this is exciting or lucky. I think it should be more lucky. Okay. So this is how you have to do it. We'll be discussing all the answers and everything that you have done in the Zoom class. Now B part, you have to use how, who, what or which. This is very easy and I hope you will be able to do it. So this is what our first chapter consists of. I hope this is clear to you and you will finish these exercises very neatly in your books so that we can discuss them in my Zoom class. So have a nice day and keep learning.